Before you can use the BARC, you need to set a number of parameters. In order to do that, when you power on the BARC, it puts up a little copyright screen. And while that copyright screen is being displayed, I'm connecting the power here, hit the button once, and you'll see that your trolley or your engine starts up, and the screen says, turn for top speed, use the button to reverse, and the long button when you're done. Well, right now, the speed is set to 160, and if I press the button, you see the trolley comes back. If I hit it again, it'll go the other way. This gives me an opportunity to use a short piece of track to get a feel for how fast it's going. Let's take that up to 175. Bring it back again. And when you're happy with that, long press the button. Hold it for about 3 seconds, and you'll see it says data saved. And now it's giving you the low speed, or the minimum speed. That's the speed that you set as it approaches the end of the track, so that it slows down as it enters that diode protected section. I'm pretty happy with that at 90. So we'll long press that button, a couple of seconds. Data's written off. Now it says turn for runtime in seconds. And right now it's set for 28 seconds. This is something you're going to need to experiment with on this particular track with this particular engine at the speeds that I've chosen. 28's about right. If I wanted to increase it, I can take it up, say, to 30, 31. It doesn't really matter for this exercise how long it is. But this is the total runtime, not including station stops. And it should leave a little bit of extra time for the trolley or the engine to stop in the diode protected end of the track. Okay, let's hold the button down for long. Okay, that's been written off. Now it says turn for station stop time, button for random, long button when done. This is how long the trolley will stop and wait in a station stop. I've got it set for 8 seconds. Let's take it up to 10. And if I press the button, you'll see random goes from 0 to 1. If it's set for 1, that means randomness will occur. In other words, when it comes to a station stop, there's a variable you put in there. You can put it in anywhere from 0% to 100%. Let's say it's 50. 50% of the time it will stop at that station stop, and 50% of the time it will not. And this would be a good time to point out also that there are 2 station stop inputs on this device. One when the train is running forward, and one when the train is running backwards. So there are some stations where it will not stop when it's going forward, some it will not stop when it's going backward. You can, of course, connect your reed switches for the station stops to both of those inputs, so it will always stop. Okay, so let's say we've got it set to random with a 1. We're going for 10 seconds for a stop. I'll hold the button down. It writes that off. Now it says turn for stop percentage, 100 equals all, 0 equals none. Let's set that for 50, so I'll just turn it down till we get 50. So half the time it'll stop. And now it begins, and you'll see that the screen is showing the time is 5 out of 30 seconds, and it's running right along. And we'll not take the time to look at this again because it was in the previous video, but I think that gives you a good feel for how you set those variables.